Hey guys, so I thought I would talk about the Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred expansion beta that has actually been spotted on the Blizzard CDN. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I'm assuming that just means that the people over at Blizzard are now testing a beta version of the first expansion of Vessel of Hatred rather than the alpha version, which I think was data mined a couple of weeks ago. And I know everyone is jumping in about let me switch screens here. Here's kind of the news. Here we go. But I know everyone's kind of going over season four, and I am actually super excited for Diablo 4 season four with like kind of the reworked itemization because that's been the biggest gripe with everybody. Um, there's a lot more experienced people going over the coverage of exactly what's going on with the season four, but I haven't really seen many people talking about this. And do you call this news as someone that's actually excited for the expansion? And definitely a story and lore guy for Diablo 4. I know there's few and far between people that care about the story. Maybe there's more than I thought, but like I grew up on these stories. I read some of the books. I'm a huge lore nerd for Diablo 4. I like the game a lot too, don't get me wrong, but I'm actually really excited for the expansions for the game as well. And as you can kind of see here, let me scroll down. You can kind of see, so basically Wowhead, everyone knows Wowhead. I'll put a link down below, but they do a lot of data mining for World of Warcraft, which I've done, but they also do data mining for Diablo 4. And as you can see, um, it's been encrypted basically from 2.0 alpha to, let me make sure you guys can see this, yeah. To well, it doesn't say alpha, but I'm assuming that just 2.0 means beta. In October, and it was in October 2023 is when the initial testing for the expansion was released, and that would make sense because basically that was right around when Blizzard announced the expansion, so it makes sense there was a technical alpha because they showed off some of the assets. And I actually, let me go back here. I thought just while we were at it, I would kind of just go back over and look at the Vessel of Hatred content overview. And I will say, as someone, they just did a beta, they just did a PTR, or I guess not a beta, but a PTR for season four. I really do hope that for the beta, at some point, maybe during the what is it, the Summerfest? Last Summerfest they announced the release date for Diablo 4. I really do hope that I guess I can go back to this for a second. I really do hope that they what was I going with this? Sorry, a blank state. It's a Saturday. Uh I guess the point I was trying to say was I hope that they in the beta at least give us the mechanics and the gameplay mechanics to play with. I agree that they shouldn't spoil the new zone, the new story. The class I'm unsure on. Maybe they don't, maybe they keep the class. I mean, I'm assuming they're going to announce the class at Summerfest. Um but why not let us play even just in the old zones, but maybe with like the new upgrades, the new like how they're adding new itemization stuff. Like any itemization changes, any gameplay changes, any new mechanics they're adding to the game, like the mercenary system. Please let people beta test that stuff because that is the tech, the side where I think just more people trying it out and saying what's good and bad would be great for the next expansion. I think most people have no complaints on keeping the story hidden. The class, I'm like 50% on if they should do that. Back here, like for example, I mean, I'll start going through this stuff from the Vessel of Hatred information they know. It's going to be released in late 2024. The fact that the beta is out now and it's May, most betas I'm aware of, just for games in general, don't go past 6 months, right? So if they keep the beta from now until November, and that's late 2024, I can almost still see the beta coming out this year. I could see it also being pushed back a little bit just because they just did a total item overhaul, so maybe they have to redo some of the items for the new class. But as you can see, like just a reminder, the new region is Nahantu. I'm pretty sure that's how you can pronounce it. And it's fun. I actually made a video, like it was kind of data mine that everyone assumed that yeah, we're going to this little zone right here, which makes sense because then we'll have completely covered the entire continent of the west continent, I guess, and then all that's left is like the east side. I do hope Diablo continues to be successful. That the fact that we will eventually get to explore all of the new zones, that's a lot of expansions to cover all of the new areas, but can hope, I guess. Um, And I guess like I never really made like an overview of the artwork, but I don't think most people can argue, but the artwork for Diablo is pretty cool, and it's nice that we're going back to old zones such as we're going back to the Kuros docks from Diablo 2 and Travancore, whatever it's called. And it's crazy that it'll be 72 years after the last time we've been there in the Diablo 2 story. So I'll flip through more of these. You know, I do think the artwork and the atmosphere is so cool, and this is definitely like a Mesoamerican Aztec feel, and that's the purpose of this zone. It's definitely more. Whereas I know some people will compare it to Halazar, but that was more swamp. This is more like rainforest jungle. So it's still a different like biomass, biosphere, whatever it's called. Blanking on my words here. So yeah, I'm really excited, and also just to like continue the Mephisto storyline. I think in one of the, the campaign will continue where Neyrelle left off. So, and yeah, I mean, the purpose of this was just saying that hey, they've started beta, but it just kind of got me rehyped for the expansion because I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm first excited for season 4. But yeah, and I thought this cool little comment down here Joe Shelley made a while ago was I think there's a kind of lot going on, especially oh no, that wasn't the comment. Oops, I thought that was the comment I saw before. Let me scroll here really quick. I think there's more concept art here too that I can just share. Maybe you guys forgot what some of this looked like. Hey, maybe we're gonna go like on a canoe. That'd be a cool travel quest. Maybe that's like a way of transporting in the zone. That'd be sweet. That's ahead of Mephisto or something. Crossing big trees like this. The scale of this zone is definitely much bigger than at least it feels like in the other zones. I feel like Fractured Peaks kind of gave some of that because you're like literally on like a mountainside kind of mountain, like there'd be a lot big ravines. But I do think the scale of this zone looks great. And it's interesting. In an isometric world, you really want like depth, like verticality, even though it's, you're seeing it from far away. I do think the game, it gives you more immersion, at least a little bit. Maybe not compared to, and oh, look at that, it's beautiful. The day and night cycles are going to look cool in this expansion. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is the main hall or the main city. Kurast. I think we saw that image before. We saw that one before. There's the temple. Yeah, I just thought I would kind of just make a quick little video, just maybe some hype for the beta. And I do hope that they, I'll go over to this because, Reborn's coming and I am excited for that as well. Yeah, I hope that basically at the Summerfest, which I think is in a month from now, they'll announce when the expansion's coming. Maybe if you, I almost bet you, maybe they'll do like a pre-order. Hey, if you pre-order, you can play the beta. Hey, you know what? If that makes the game better, then that's cool with me. But maybe you'll be able to play the new class. Maybe not. I do think they'll announce the class in a month. Say when the expansion's coming, or maybe they'll say that it's delayed. And there'll be some sort of trailer. There's 100% going to be some sort of trailer at the Summerfest or SummerCon, whatever that video game con's called. But yeah, I just thought I would make this, and if you got to the end, I really appreciate it. Maybe you're hyped for the beta, or not the beta, but the new expansion, but also just Loot Reborn. Like I didn't really go over this because there's tons of videos already. I'm super hyped about it. I made a video. The biggest thing I think is like a building block to make the game really cool is tempering. I think basically more ways to alter your spells are cool. And the fact that they reworked itemization, I do hope the next big rework they do is with skills. I think skills definitely need that next. Like just maybe more ways to customize your skills. I mean, I know your items, a lot of the itemization kind of does that, but maybe in your talent tree, there's new ways, putting a gem and, something. Even just using gems and like, hey, if you throw a yellow gem into your skill, it becomes a lightning skill. I don't know, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't made a Diablo video. I haven't made any videos in a while if you got to this point. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. And didn't mean to click that, do that. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and to add at the end here, I don't know if any of you guys saw, but there was like this weird dancing Anarius video, and maybe I'll throw that here at the ending. I just thought that was hilarious. I don't know why they streamed that. It was like International Dance Day, and I thought they were going to announce something, but it was just and Arya's dancing. So, anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want. I sporadically post videos when I can. So, um, anyways, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Play video games, watch TV. Hopefully you get to enjoy yourself this weekend. And I'll see you in the next one.